little bit, try to get my batteries charged up, and while I was gone, we're already there, by the way. While I was gone, what I ended up discovering is that Tommy got assaulted. So gone for about, I don't even know how many minutes, 45 max, trying to get some batteries charged up for y'all, and Tommy is already assaulted. So now we've got to go figure out what the heck happened. Saw him on his live session, he appeared to be okay. Also looked like they actually got the guy, so Portland police actually arrested somebody, I think, it looks like. That's a good thing. That means they're actually doing their job, so law and order may actually be reestablished. So even though that did happen, it looks like we're seeing a different response out of the Portland Police Force. Now, we're walking up on there right now, so we're gonna go see if we can find Tommy. Woo, excuse me. As you guys see us coming up. Now, if you guys remember from JD Delay's video, this is actually the path that he used to walk up here, and he managed to make it to about that stop sign before he just started getting harassed. So it's really funny to me that, you know, Antifa and these left-wing guys out here are trying to say, or anti-ICE, how about that, are trying to say that they have always been peaceful and always been nonviolent, when there's just numerous videos prior to that show totally differently. Now, you know, you can sit out here and, you know, blast music, do whatever, but let me know if you see Tommy. And as you can see, sidewalk clear, we can walk down it. Where did Tommy go? Because I feel like he was on that corner right there. So this is what it's turned into, just FYI. Cross. Hey Ma, I'm going this way.
And his administration
so this is what it turned. Hey man, you see where Tommy went?
That his attorney general
down there on that corner. I see flags and
his name is in the files.
Oh, he's up there?
Yeah, I think he's right there on the corner because they told him 200 yards or 200 feet and they don't know which one.
That Tommy's not allowed to be within 200 feet of here.
And they're saying to err on the side of caution to do 200 yards, so he's staying at the end of the building.
Oh, so Tommy's essentially been given a antagonist thing.
Yeah.
What did he do something?
I know he's 5-0 in his fights out here. That's all I know.
Did he get in another fight?
Yeah, he got in a fight last night. Some dude actually
robbed
him.
He got robbed and they charged that dude.
And then, so,
all right.
I know they said somebody said he got knife fights a couple nights ago. No, he didn't get knife. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll go down there and check on Tommy. It's good to see they're just sitting now. It's a totally different Portland.
Yeah.
It's amazing what happens when law and order comes, but I mean, Tommy still got whacked, so.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. Well, I don't want to say he got whacked until we get over there, so we're gonna go.
That was like one of the reasons I came, was to meet him and like see him.
Yeah,
you
man.
know?
Yeah. Well, we'll be back. We're gonna go check on Tommy.
Gotcha.
I got a feeling I'm just gonna have to cross. I think Portland's got one of the. Seems like the place where if I walk, they're supposed to let me go.
I think so. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that.
You got more rights than they do.
I'll be back. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. We see you. Go. Go, old man. Make up your mind. Thank you. Yay. Okay, so we're going to go back over there and go see what's going on. Yeah, I know, right? Who knows what it is. My face is all over the internet too, man. You can just use one of those pictures if you want them. I love it when people take random pictures of me.
I can't believe I heard your voice.
You caught a lot of hate yesterday, man, for like helping Tommy out last night. Yeah.
Again, I'm just here to make sure everybody gets their voice heard.
Yeah, right. And I was like,
You were like, it makes no difference what your
Yeah.
political stance is. You made that
this
very
guy
clear.
actually, and like, I think you guys can tell, him and Tommy probably don't see eye to eye. Maybe he does.
Probably not.
Probably not. But this guy actually went over and actually helped out Tommy last night. So
We need to go find him.
that's a good thing. All right, we're gonna go check on Tommy. Looks like, oh, it's that guy. Yeah. So let's see. It looks like one of those tweakers from the apartment complex is messing with Tommy again. So we're going around the corner. I don't know. No idea. All right, so Tommy on his live stream looks like he's getting assaulted again. So we're gonna go find Tommy. Not really sure what's going on. I told that knucklehead, don't come down here without me. There's an American flag, that's gotta be him. Hold that for me, please. Keep me in frame
Yes.
at all times. Like, keep a little bit of a distance. What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, dude knocked the phone out of my hand and got arrested.
Oh, he just came over and whacked your phone?
Well, he was walking by, and I said, I seen him the other night at the ice facility. He's the one that was over the blue line, and they kept shooting him. He was all drunk the other night. And I was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? He goes, fuck you. You support ICE. And I was like, why don't you support ICE? You don't love America? And he got all butt hurt and got in my face and talked about, don't record me. And then when he walked up to my phone, he smacked it and went flying. And the cops were right there. They came and did their job instantly.
Why did you get banned from being next to the ICE facility? I got told to stay like 200 yards away or
200
something?
200 feet, pre-trial release, stupid stuff.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
because you still have those charges, did you ever find that attorney?
I called him today
Nick.
and gave all my information. I'm just waiting for him to call me back.
Okay, good to go.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, stay safe. I mean, I appreciate if you stayed within eyesight of me.
Yeah,
but
I'm not gonna be here late tonight. Like, I gotta go home.
that's right. You got a new job you have to look for, don't you? Why don't you tell everybody why you have to look for a new job? I see you got a couple
because
patriots standing beside you. Why do you have to look for a new job, Tommy?
They doxed my work. They were just trying to dox my address in my chat. They doxed me, and I have way too much respect for the owners. I've been there for a long time, and they're really good people. So I just had to quit before anything came to their, I just didn't want this to come to their place of business, basically.
Yeah, and I don't blame for that.
And they respected it. They understood. They know what I'm doing. But it's just what it is, And now I get a chance to be out here even more, exposing them. So they fucked up because they don't like me out here. But now that they doxed my shit, I'm gonna be out here twice as much. I'm gonna be out here every fucking day, even if
Tommy,
I have to be
language,
200
Tommy,
feet.
language,
Oh.
Tommy, language.
Every freaking day, even if I have to be 200 feet away, I'll still be out here with my flag and my hat and my shirt, supporting ICE and doing what I've been doing.
Well, hopefully those charges end up getting dropped as soon as
they
that
will.
attorney gets in there, and we end up getting to take care of. And you can roll up in your nice new car and stand outside, and you can thank Antifa for supporting you and making it happen.
New
So
change in my life that's actually a blessing in disguise.
yeah, just get a start.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
I
right,
love
man.
you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. Stay up, guys. You good? You guys hanging out with him to make sure he's good?
Because they told us where we can go. I can go in between these two buildings on the other side.
So
I can get a little bit
side
closer
of the building.
Just
But
this
it's too
far
much
away.
for you to walk that way, so you've got to go
It's
around.
too close. Yeah, so I have to go this way.
Okay.
I don't want to give them any excuse to document that I was too close.
Well, okay. In that case, we're gonna go that way around the other side. We'll meet you in between. Does
All
that
right.
work?
I'll meet you over there.
Yeah, we'll meet you
All
in
right.
between. Okay, thanks, Ben. Thank you, Ma.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. I was like, oh, great. Do I have to swing? If I'm swinging, you leave me in frame. Like, I'm not about to let some dude get freaking punked like, nah, man, that ain't gonna happen. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, so Tommy, like you said, it wasn't that they told him that he can't be there tonight. It was they told him because, and I don't know if you guys got that, but he does have that one, I believe it's an assault charge or disorderly. I'm not sure. Assault 4 charge that he got. And you guys see the PPD's got like a decent presence out tonight, like decent one. But he got that assault charge. And so one of the conditions of his release is, I believe it was 200 yards or 200 feet from the ICE facility. And I'm not quite sure where that's at. So he's just doing his best to obey the law by walking around the building. The problem is that people inside of this building that's off to your left right here, some of them are the agitators right now. Interesting enough, I want you guys to see this over here. Law and order does work. They just open the gate without having to, and let cars out without having people over there yelling, screaming, throwing crap at them. It's like law and order actually works. So yes, you can protest. This is what peaceful protesting looks like. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. And I would love to say mission accomplished, but I think we have some time before we figure out whether or not that's actually true. So we're gonna see what actually happens. But nobody's got a problem with people as long as they have, how'd you say it yesterday? Respectful protest?
Be kind. Be respectful.
Be kind.
Use your First Amendment right.
And look at that.
But do it with stand.
And look at these two ladies.
Credibility.
You know, had we not been down here, those two ladies right there walking across would not have been able to walk through right there with their little doggy. You guys see them walking right there? They wouldn't have been out there walking with their little doggy. And now that's happening. So all very good things. This is it. This is the excitement. And now mainstream media is out here. I haven't seen anything cray happen so far. Got a lot of cops. They did actually leave one memorial, it looks like, up at the end of the street over there, underneath that green sign.
Yes.
This is what you got, guys. Well, I mean, so it's funny, you know, I think you guys saw it as I was out here walking, like coming in the first time. When I went to go cross the street to go look for Tommy, they had, when I went out here to go look for Tommy, they had that one dude that was like purposely taking a picture of me. So I've seen a couple guys that have so far, and they try to do it in like this weird, intimidating way. It's like, I don't know if you know this or not, but my face is all over the internet. Like, you don't have to take pictures of me to get that. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. But it's pretty chill, as you guys can see so far. Don't exactly have a lot going on. This guy across the street with the long hair, he apparently hates everybody, but he supports ICE. I don't know. Somebody described him to me as a Nick Fuentes supporter.
Trump is now president.
Ready to go back
again,
over?
And his administration blocks release of the Epstein files.
Oh, yeah.
It is soon revealed that his attorney general.
I mean, hold on. I'm trying to get this one.
Told Trump in May that his name is in the files before
That's a reply. I don't want the reply. I see. Sky God says, subscribe and like the channel, and whatever you do not pants check Matt. Thank you, Sky God, for not pants checking me tonight. I really appreciate that. It's kind of weird. Like, people that are new to the channel don't understand the pants check, and that's all right. You got to get out of there, my dude. Love ya. But PPB is going to arrest you for thought crimes. No, they're not, actually. I've had some decent conversations with them so far. My thoughts are okay. They're not coming after me for my thoughts, but I do appreciate you guys for worried about that. No worry on that one. Ricky, Matt, I'm coming down to meet you and enjoy being an American on my way from Washington. All right, brother. Well, I hope to be out here when you get here. Hopefully this actually lasts. Hopefully this is good stuff. This is a protest. Just FYI, this is what we have for a protest. So not a lot of people, but check it out. It's now now it's not even daylight. So before I wasn't actually able to walk across the sidewalk at different hours without being assaulted and molested. Now we can do that. And not just the sidewalk, but look, there's people just hanging out on the corner, like in anything. There's people sitting on a bench, which is great. People standing literally on the corner of the building, and don't hear a lot of megaphones, don't hear a lot of anything. It's just kind of chill. Now Tommy's on the corner up there, so we're gonna go check on him because he made it back to the corner, but this is where it's at. So now the TV news cameras, everybody make it out, and to be perfectly honest with you, this is what we all wanted to happen in the first place. Again, walking down the sidewalk for the second time today. Look at that, a second time today. We're able to walk down the sidewalk.
And it's clean.
Unmolested.
And clean.
Unmolested, and it's a clean sidewalk.
It don't smell like feces in here.
No, they cleaned it up. It's amazing, and this is where we're walking up to. This is where the line was last night, and it's clearly gone. Now, it does appear like there is a new camp set up out here. Is that what the heck that is? Did they just move their homeless camp to over here?
Surely not, but we expect that to happen.
It kind of looks that way. Looks like they just moved their homeless camp to this side.
So today they lost all their gear and stuff, though.
Yes.
They lost all their food, all their
Hold on.
riot gear. They lost everything.
Did you talk to them?
I watched the video of them doing it. They lost everything. They took all their stuff, which was all their comms, all their helmets, all their PPE, everything. They lost it.
So they took all of their garbage. I wonder if they're going to go through it and actually, what would be really great instead of them throwing that stuff away, would be for them to actually inventory it and let the public know it was actually in there.
I'm sure they probably will, because one of them were yelling, you have to inventory, you have to return every piece of it back because you are stealing it. So I don't know what Oregon law is.
Well, at that point it's abandoned property. And I mean, they could inventory it and put it all into storage and say, come claim your stuff. But the problem is that puts your name on something. But it's also Portland, so.
They had like 3 moving trucks out here doing it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And they're just yelling and really upset.
Yeah.
Well, the megaphone's back, so we got that going on. All right, let's go back over. Tommy appears to be okay. There's a decent police presence on this corner too. And this is what's actually amazing is,
Yeah, we need patriots to stand out here and protect the patriots that are standing out here, and just kind of like keep an eye on everybody, because the later it gets, that's when the people get stupid. The later it gets, they get doped up and liquid encouragement.
yeah, I mean, this is very anticlimactic, which is a good thing. The question is it going to turn to crap? I did hear that there was some, we're going to call them agitators, on their way from another town, which will be really interesting. Oh,
They're
good.
the ones that get in your face and scream and
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Let's go across on that side, just kind of stand over there for a little bit and just observe from the far side. I'm very interested to see, now that microphone lady is back, I'm very interested to see whether or not the feds are going to have to start opening the gate again, because I think the agitation really comes from, in my opinion, I think the agitation comes from when the feds actually have to come out. Let's start walking. Personally, I think that's where all your agitation comes from, is when they actually have to open it back up. So if they open it back up, that's what we're looking at. I don't see it right now though. Actually, since these things have been open, like since people have been coming out here, like since the street's been open, I haven't seen the feds come out one time. Did have a talk with the police earlier and asked them if they had thought about trying just to tell them to clear the way so the feds don't have to come out, because it seems like when the feds come out, that's where they get all the rocks off, is saying that, you know, we're doing that, but I don't see it. That lady sitting in the middle on the microphone, she has been one of the main microphone annoying people, but noise pollution, I'll take that over all of the street pollution and everything pollution every day of the week. So pretty excited about that. And I hear the cops telling people to use the crosswalk, which is pretty wild because that's something that hasn't been done before. So we're pretty excited about it. And there is one of our average agitators that's actually coming up from the other side right now. And I'm waiting for him to come up and try to make a butt out of himself in front of all you guys. So it'll come. But noise pollution is way better than the CS pollution they've been dealing with. So we'll see what happens. What you think?
What kind of flag is he wearing?
It's the Palestinian flag.
Maybe he needs to go to Palestine.
Huh?
He might need to go to Palestine. They were calling his name.
I mean, I'm willing to take him so he can see what's actually happening.
Yeah.
I'll sit him down and open his eyeballs up in front of the cameras and let him watch all the footage. But I got a feeling he still wouldn't be able to get a visa due to felonies and things of that nature. But yeah, who knows? That guy's just telling everybody that they love Trump.
Yeah. He is. He's a patriot.
Yeah, you know, guys, I might actually do this for you because I've got this little rest. I actually feel like I can do this right now. Hold on. Wait a tick. So, Tommy being assaulted turned out to be a little thin.
This lady right here too, but in the black right there, to my left. She was telling the guy that was on the megaphone last night and all day today. You wouldn't know anything about that. The one with the bandana. You wouldn't know anything about you out again, and they were talking about you. You guys, we got our eyes on them.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them that are, but it's hard when you have half a brain. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, I don't know. It's hard to intimidate people or mess with them or outsmart people that are smarter than you, but it can be done. All right, let's go through some of these questions that we got. See here. Danny Parker says, gas money, thanks. That'll be gas going into an airplane eventually, but I think we need to make sure that this situation is actually under control before we leave town, to be perfectly honest. And in the meantime, I think maybe it would be a good idea to go out and document the rest of Portland.
The facility is closed and not open to the public. Stay out of the area of the driveway to allow for vehicular traffic. remain on the sidewalk or across the
Come on,
street.
you want me to be
Anyone
here?
to include the
No.
press trespassing on federal property.
It says,
is subject
please
to
watch out
arrest.
for Tommy. So, there, look at this guy. He's fun. This guy right here. So I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw this guy taking pictures of me. This one, I feel like I saw him on some posters. I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out. Really interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go check on him here in a little bit. I know you guys are worried about him. I'll go check him on here in a little bit. Honk, 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 honk. What you think? I feel like a W right now. I mean, it's annoying, but it's still peaceful.
Yeah, just
You know, I feel like we got a W, ladies and gentlemen. And there's that guy in the middle of the street. So he's the dude with the Palestinian flag across the street. He's one of the ones that just agitates. There's another lady with him. He's actually one of the locals that lives in the building, from what I've been able to discover so far.
You did not just call me the N-word right now. No, that is not what you said. That is not what you said.
So now she's accusing him of calling her the N-word. So this is what they do. I don't know. I mean, he has screamed some vulgarities. I didn't hear him say it, but did you hear him say it? Oh, he did scream that?
yeah, she did too.
Oh. Okay, so they're both calling each other N-words apparently. Which, unfortunately, in this country, well, I don't know about unfortunately. I feel the same way about that I do like the American flag burning. Disrespectful, screwed up, nobody should do it. But again, sign of a free country. Dennis D, I'm so ready for them to retire that fake Pally flag and scarf. Sick of seeing it. Yeah, they got upset when I asked them when was it ever a country? Like when was the country of Palestine established? Again, zero answer to that because it wasn't.
What will happen is the feds are going to come up and they're going to have to open the gates for
Yep.
the
Do you think they are regrouping for an offense, possibly going to a different city with less eyes on it? I mean, it's possible, but if they do, I mean, we'll be there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this type of crap just isn't gonna occur anymore. Like, this is America.
what they do.
Now, they've only got probably about 10 feds on the backside of that fence. It looks like they want to open it. They did tell them a little bit ago to clear the area, and of course, our lovely megaphone lady is still standing out there. And I'm kind of curious to see if they take a different approach to this,
Riot gear.
personally. I'm kind of curious to see if they take a different approach. Like if she goes out and she gets in the street, doesn't go on the sidewalk, because before that's what was happening. They would go and they'd get in the street, they'd shut down the street, and as you guys can see, remember how I told you how much traffic was coming through this location? Like you guys have no idea how much it warms my soul to actually see traffic out here and to see them driving and doing their thing. Like soul is absolutely warm right now. Like there's an American flag, check this out, there's an American flag on that corner over there with a couple people just standing there. American flag just chilling. A week ago, that guy would have been assaulted, they would have ripped the flag away from him, they would have burnt it. I mean, just a million other things that would have happened that are not happening right now. Tommy's up on the corner, we do have people that are checking in. But yeah, I expect to see you guys. If you guys are watching Tommy's stream for me, you let me know if something's going down. But he's standing across the street from about 10 different cops, which maybe you guys can't see that, but that's where he's at. He's probably about a 30-second sprint from me. Actually less than that, probably like a 10-second sprint from me. Yeah, but they're gonna want to open the gate. So the question is,
They open the gate. As you see, I am standing off.
yeah, the question is what's gonna actually happen when they open it. So we'll find that out. Look at this, people are actually walking through here safely. They're chilling. But I don't even think it's fair to call them lefties. What's up, man? What's up, dude? So I don't even think it's fair to call them lefties. I think it's fair to call some of these people as anarchists, to be completely honest with you.
It's mostly I don't know. It's
Name calling taking place.
One of the most peaceful war zones I've ever been in.
Tonight it really is.
I straight up
Tonight
told
it
them
really is.
this
Hey,
is
you
not
be
a war
careful,
zone.
okay?
This doesn't, you guys, you don't get a combat patch
You're
for
under
coming down here,
6'3",
not even remotely close, no matter what they tell you.
You're
This dude's
delicate.
actually
No,
cool, man.
I am
He's been like
vertically
protesting and
challenged.
stuff, but he's not a violent dude. I mean, he gets drunk, throws beer cans, all those things we've seen from time to time, but he's actually pretty chill. Like he's not like a problem. He doesn't cause problems. Sorry about that. He doesn't really cause problems. He got a drinking problem, but that's really about it. So, should we go check up on? No, I want to see what happens because they've been telling him to clear the way, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, they've been given heads up to clear
They have been.
the driveway.
Right.
And to be honest, right now we only have the Trump supporter standing in the driveway. Every now and then, old chick right there stand in it.
I mean, in the days previous, she would sit there with her megaphone and she would just scream at them as they walked forward, and then back up into the street after they told her. They'd get back in the street, and then she would wait, and then the moment they start walking back, she would walk behind them screaming, acting as if she's like legitimately pushing them back in there. You know what I mean? Like, that's right, this street belongs to us, and to be honest with you, it did belong to them.
Yeah, it did. They claimed it. They actually were up here. They blocked the entire streets off. There, down there, that road. It was totally blocked off. Now we have police sitting right here.
Yeah.
Or at least liaisons.
But you guys see this, right? This is actually what happens when patriots show up and do the right thing. And law enforcement's allowed to do their job. Release the Epstein files, baby. Anybody that's been molesting children needs to go to wood chipper, 1,000%. 1,000%. If you are molesting children, you should be in a wood chipper. There's no debate about that one. I take a very extreme stance. I think if you're a child molester, there's something extremely wrong with you, and you should be freaking destroyed. Or just incarcerated, I don't know, like rehab. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm not a psychologist, but it is a clear issue.
Everything here is literally has like the pepper balls where they've exploded.
Yeah, if you're screaming Free Palestine on the channel, you're probably in the wrong place. I suggest you go back and look at previous videos.
Last night, nobody was allowed down.
Chill, dude.
Because the secretary of DHS was here. They
Chill, dude.
closed everything off. So
This is life.
had well over
I see feds gearing up in the background, so I'm expecting them to come out. I want to wait to see what happens when they actually open up the gate this time. So after they open the gate, we'll be able to get a good response on like whatever it is they do. And then based on that, it's like, okay, this is going to be the op tempo for the night. Once we've established our off tempo, then we'll move around with life. You know what I mean? But right now, the op tempo is pretty chill. Nothing crazy, so I'm good with it. Other than that, that's really annoying. Wood chipper! I love it. Thank you, brother. Wood chipper for life, man. Always going to be on that wood chipper crew. Incog Faraday says, for trip expenses. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. There is actually quite a bit, believe it or not, racking them up by the day. But I think it's important. You know, there's not a lot of times I will, you guys know me, you guys have been following the channel for how long? Like, how many times have you actually seen my butt out of the studio? And I think that's actually something that is really important that we're going to continue to talk about. You know, what this has actually taught me is there's a lot of things going on. I've never been on a, you know, there's that, how do I want to say this? It's one thing for me to sit inside the studio, but over the last 2 months, we went to Israel and now we're out here. And then back in June, we went and we were on the street over in Denver to take that to you guys. And I wasn't quite set up for Denver, but I am now. And I think what the deal is there's a lot of situations, there's a lot of things that are happening that we need to take care of and actually be here to give accurate information. Because before we came out here, we get told, well, the cops aren't doing anything. It's a war zone. They're running the streets. We come out and we find out that it's not technically a war zone. According to my 4 years in combat, I don't know, maybe you guys were in a war zone like this on a fob somewhere where people didn't agree with the chow hall, but that's not my experience of it, right? So there's that, number one. Number two, it is violent and it is dangerous. This is not a place I would bring my children, even at night, to be honest with you, just because I wouldn't want to hear all the vulgarities constantly being screamed. But the good news is that we have some accurate reporting that's coming out here because we're here all of the time. We're not getting one little clip. We're not getting one little thing. We're getting all of it. Mainstream media lies. You're absolutely correct. I don't know if mainstream media reported you guys that, was it 2 nights ago? So not last night, but the night before, wasn't a single arrest that had to take place. But that doesn't fit it. But it was all over there, was a flag burning and people running over, stomping on the flag, because that fits a narrative. That shows that people are, I don't know, not getting along. What they didn't show you was that my sister was sitting over there barbecuing and feeding people from both the left and right side of the gate throughout the night. Nobody got punched in the face, nobody fought, none of that happened. Annoying stuff taking place? Absolutely. Noise pollution? Great, who cares? That's a big step from CS gas being sucked into an apartment complex. Night and day difference. So we're not dealing with that. That stuff isn't happening. Let's see here. See if I can get some of these super chats while it's boring. Elizabeth, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Huge donation. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. Shadow says, you going to Chicago? Yeah, that was the plan. I got some sad news this morning that might have actually ended up changing that, but I do still want to go to Chicago and take care of that and actually see what's going on out there. So for you guys that don't know, looking at heading out to Chicago and going and dealing with Dearborn. I think there's a lot of information that we don't know about Dearborn that actually needs to get reported and taken out there. So Dearborn might be one of those things that we go and do. Your mom says, Matt, please let us know if the Give, Send, Go is legitimate. It says created by Manny being Manny. I donated to it. Ooh, I don't know about that Give, Send, Go, man. I don't know. Tommy assaulted. Which hospital did they take the suspect to? Yeah, good question. Don't know. That's funny though. Yeah, that's funny because Tommy is always getting it, right? But no, Tommy actually, we've had some good flow of information. We've been talking a lot back and forth about self-defense, what you can and what you can't do. Stop being an agitator. Actually, I mean, you want to wave your flag, you want to do things like that, but control your mouth, Like, I can talk a man down just like this. I don't have to necessarily get that crazy about it. So we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, anyways, let's turn you guys around. I've done enough pontificating for a hot minute. I want you guys to actually see what's going on out here. So with that being said, woo, back over to the ICE facility. I'm seeing the cops still gearing up in the back. Question is when are they going to come out? When are they going to come out is the question. Want to know. All right, let's see here. Dearborn funding, that makes me sick to think about. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, I got some sad news this morning. We'll see what happens. Would prefer to cover Dearborn over Chicago. Plenty of people covering the ICE stuff already. Yeah, I feel like this was an eye-opener for a lot of people, man. Like, I really do. People are saying that, like law and order aren't always the answer, but I would totally disagree with you. There's a reason, and I don't agree in big government, but there's a reason those things exist. Where's Rob? Rob's out enforcing law. For those of you guys that don't know, Rob became a law enforcement officer in the great state of Texas, believe it or not. So he is out there busting criminals. He was going over having a good time. I talked to him about a couple different things. I mean, he's just absolutely crushing it out there.
Please tell me
Again, not a war zone in Matt's opinion. I never once called this place a war zone. I've corrected on the news several times when, I'm sorry, man. I'm not a big fan of inflammatory language. Words have meaning, and if I'm going to say things one time, like, look, is there a drunk dude laying on the ground talking to this like nice Christian woman? Yeah. Is there people going over and yeah, this isn't a war zone, right? This isn't. Dangerous place to be, sure, especially over the last couple of weeks as it was happening. War zone, not so much. And we've talked about that quite a bit. I've corrected on mainstream media. But right now the law enforcement's lining up, so we're going to see whatever stance they take for everything. What's up, man?
It's about the mass media and how it,
I'm good, thank you.
It lies to people.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's all I do is educate people in mass media and how they lie to people, which is why we came out, to just show them 100% everything that's happening. I was just out here screaming to the 10,317 people in here right now why mass media sucks, and it's not a war zone. Dangerous place to be, sure, definitely not a war zone.
No,
You know,
not
over the
by-
last couple days, it's been pretty dangerous. Been assaulted plenty of times. Friends been assaulted plenty of times. Not a war zone though.
No.
Place I'd bring my kids? Probably not. War zone? Absolutely not. Yeah. So, yeah,
No
it's.
need for guns.
I've been debunking mainstream media crap for a pretty long time. It's really sad, man.
Open to the public. Stay out of the area of the
So,
driveway to allow
thank
for
you, though.
vehicular traffic.
You too, brother.
Remain
Appreciate
on
you.
the sidewalk or across the street. Anyone, to include the press, trespassing on federal property is subject to arrest.
We're gonna see. Portland police, like I said, man, they've actually got a presence. You guys see that, right? Like the roads are clear. People are using sidewalks. They're actually doing what they're supposed to do now. More and more folks are starting to show, as you guys can see. If I put you up a little bit
Federal
more.
Protective Service. The facility is closed and not open to the public. Stay out of the area of the driveway to allow for vehicular traffic. Remain on the sidewalk or across the street. Anyone, to include the press, trespassing on federal property is subject to arrest.
Oh, look at that. I mean, they're doing what they do, man. Back to doing what we do. And they're the police. So the other thing that I learned is the police plan on doing specific things out here, which I will not bring up, but I did hear plans by the police about specific things that they were actually going to be willing to do, were going to do, in order to keep this place a little bit more. Yeah, arrest is the appropriate term. Bike gangs rolling out in the background over there, as you guys can see. They're heading out to go do bike gang things. Love you guys, man. I appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel so far. If you guys haven't, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're following along. Talking to a lot of people. I think we might be sticking around at least for the weekend. Not 100% sure yet, but this is...
This is the Federal Protective Service. The facility is closed and not open to the...
I would definitely describe some of these people as anarchists.
This is the Federal Protective Service. The facility is closed.
That girl is really good at being annoying, but she does have some good one-liners that come out from time to time. So we'll see what happens. Thoroughly expect it soon. There's a gate that needs open. We'll see. Big difference though, right? War zone traffic. Believe it or not, I did see traffic in war zones at all times. So yeah, traffic will be in war zones. But I want you guys to observe the amount of cars that are actually traveling down this street today. And this is what, probably 8 o'clock right now, local. And we do have all of this vehicular traffic coming down the street now. All of these cars, right, just like Nick and I and everybody else has been talking about having a right to walk down a sidewalk, they all have a right to drive down the street as well. And this is what I'm talking about when I say you have a right to protest, and your right to protest, though, should not impede in everybody else's life. You know, these folks have been out here inconveniencing folks for a really long time. All right, wheelchair lady's back. Great. So we're slowly starting to creep into the middle of the street. We'll see what happens. Feds are gonna come out soon. Just waiting on the feds, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting on the feds. Kind of curious to see how they're gonna act. I made a suggestion earlier to the police. Hopefully they took my suggestion. I'm trying to say hard to something dumb, and YouTube will not even let me even. I legitimately PG it down, so stupid. Just take my $5. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that, man. Like, really, man, all you guys that are, we're gonna call them tips. Thanks to the Trump administration. We're gonna call them tips. Every time you guys super chat, I think we can consider those tips. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all your tips, ladies and gentlemen, everybody that's tipping me. I really appreciate that for being on. Really do. No noise. Well, I mean, the noise ordinance would be great. So noise ordinance should be enforced at. I read the local statutes. It should be 10 p.m. tonight. No noise ordinance in Oregon. There is. It starts at 10 p.m. and we're not quite there yet. So there is a noise ordinance, doesn't start till 10, but they also have it like noise emitting from the device. Like, I mean, she's definitely violating it right now, but the reality is 10 p.m. is kind of where you want it. Now, it does talk about it being emitted from a device, and clearly she's trying to be a nuisance. So we'll see what happens. And, you know, walking around with her little helmet because, you know, she needs a helmet. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you're obeying the law, you don't have to worry about having a helmet. Timu Diddy is a loser for for taking the flag the other day. I mean, I'm not really sure who you're talking about, who Timu Diddy is, but I don't like seeing the American flag get burnt. I hate it. It hurts me in my gut. But I do appreciate living in a country where you get there. And a conversation that I had with some people was, if for some reason I ever got to the point of feeling like I needed to do it, it's a sign of a free country, which is always good. But that does come at a cost. I've knelt over that flag, cried over that flag, carried that flag forward into battle, flown that flag proudly in battle, and it just disgusts me to watch it happen, hurts me in my soul, especially when I see morons wearing it upside down with hearts on. I mean, it's not an actual American flag, just FYI. But it is what it is. There's a guy over there just standing his ground against a lady screaming in his face, which, again, noise pollution. Screaming, God bless America, God bless you. Appreciate you guys. Let's check out some of these super chats that ended up coming through. Who we got? Edward. Bro, when people look back, they will see you and the Patriots. You have my attention. Keep up the effort. Well, thank you very much, man. I love this country, and again, it's my home state. You know, people are like, why are you out here? Because it's my home state. These curfews remind me of when I lived in Africa as a missionary kid. Glad it's more calm, but wild. This is the USA. I agree, but this is more of an orderly fashion than we've seen. Like, honestly, this is crazy to me that this is actually what we're looking at. Donnie, thank you. Thanks, man. It's crazy. I love everybody. Even the people I don't like, I still love them. So, yeah, show love. I mean, people are people regardless. But I know that's a weird stance, but. What's that, ma'am? Huh?
By the rose bush.
Oh, you're welcome to come on this side. But the feds are lined up on the inside, guys. If you're wondering why I'm fixated on this fence, feds are lined up on the inside, waiting on them to come out. There's more protesters coming out, but I mean, at least they're protesters. Minus the lady in her keffiyeh, which somehow turned into a statement. I wish I would have brought my keffiyehs from the actual Middle East and seeing if people try to take them, because those are ones I would fight people over. Even if it's a cheap piece of property, it's a sentimental value, in my opinion, that goes into it. I don't want to go anywhere. You know, I need that stuff, so. Cultural appropriation, ladies and gentlemen, at its finest. Birds overhead. You guys see it up there. Probably about 800 meters up, 1,000 meters up. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? So you guys can see everything that's going on. Good dudes. People just out here chilling tonight, man. I mean, they're protesting as protesters protest, but they're just chilling. Got some furry costumes showing up. Don't understand that one, but is what it is. I think it's a doggy. Waiting on the gate to open. I want to see if the feds are going to push them in the middle of the road. Cops, I'm waiting for them to enforce the street. They've been telling people. So one thing that I noticed is the cops are telling people to stay out of the street. They really were, and it was working. But right now what I'm seeing is a slow breakdown in civil obedience, I guess we could call it, like the following of the laws. So we'll see where it goes, see where it goes. Uh-oh, don't do that, stop it. Anybody get an annoying iPhone update? I know I did. Thank you again for what you were doing, USA. Thank you, Full Clips, really appreciate you, man. I mean, it's important, you know, people are asking me, well, what is it you're doing? I had a local news crew last night ask me about, thank you. I had a local news crew last night ask me, why is it that you're out here, what are you doing? And it's to provide full context, right? Like whenever crap's going on, we tend to look for like traffic cams and things like that. Well, this is the 21st century. I am a mobile frickin' cam. I'm able to tell you what I can see. And that's what's important, you know? Like, yeah, we got people giving hugs standing in the middle of the road, but it ain't bad. I want to see if these cops are actually going to come out. They're lined up in their gear on the inside. Maybe a dozen of them. Definitely not the 40 or 50 that we had to see before. Here we go, lady getting in this guy's face across the street now. And this is where I go, the anarchist side. I think you guys can see that. Now, that is the same lady that's constantly screaming at me that's over there in that guy's face, following him. You guys can see that. See that guy with his hand up and the lady that was just following him around? Instead of documenting these things, because it's crap like that. Now she's wearing a gas mask and acting like she's great, but. This guy's like the new Tommy, man. It's like Tommy 2.0 out here, man. Dude's just getting it, standing there just ticking everybody off. Looks like we're starting with the sidewalk blocking again, so that's good. Apparently he's not allowed to walk on the sidewalk now. Now he has got to go on the street because crackhead lady that lives in the apartment there is all upset. She strike him? Israel occupied Palestine. Somehow this is all the fault of the Jews. Jews, why haven't you used your space lasers yet and solved this problem? We know you have them.
Why are you so obsessed with me? Get away from me. Stop coming up to me and getting in my face.
Why are you so obsessed with ICE? Oh, good.
Yeah, dude, you know how many people have been recording you be all cringy like that? You want to people put your armpit up on their head.
Another megaphone guy.
Stop bumping into me. Stop walking up on people, you
25 minutes I've been here, you called me the N-word. You called black people monkeys.
Stop leaving your armpit in
Then
people's
you called
faces.
Hitler
It's
so
fucking
high
weird.
the whole time.
Oh, we just caught that.
Don't give that thing.
Oh my God, it's not just, are you a snowflake? Oh, this girl touched me. She's hollering at everybody. Go up there.
Let's just go narc, shall we? Hey guys, just so you know, I'm gonna mute real quick. All right, guys, we're back. I gotta see if I can talk to this guy real quick. I was actually able to capture it on video, and the cop said they're gonna do something about it. So that's a good thing. So I really look forward to it. Hey, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Do you want to press charges against this lady for harassment?
I would love
Okay,
to.
come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
You want some pit stick? I got some for you, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna help.
Stinks under there. That is rude. Yeah.
So, all right, I gotta let you guys go because I gotta kill the stream to show the cops the video. The gentleman does want to actually file charges, so we're gonna go ahead and help him with that. Why? Because we're Americans. So I gotta kill the stream and show the officers, but I'll be back in a bit.